Angie was a victim of our former lives. You're right, my real name is Alan Black. And I killed the detective Frank White 17 years ago. Melanie was a friend of mine, and we called her Maggie back then. 17 years ago, me and Gordon and Kevin and Maggie, Kevin's sister, we were all, just street punks. We hung out together. I don't know, we were looking to make some money, some way to get off the streets, I don't know, Gordon hit on this windfall. His story was that he had smuggled in some cocaine into the country and sold it to the mob. It sounded like easy money, and well, we swallowed the whole story. And then, about that time, this middle-aged man showed up. That was Frank White.
Shit, that guy was a fucking cop, that bastard.
So what do you want to do about it?
Hey, it was you that took this guy to the mob. If anybody sniffs out that we brought a goddamn undercover cop, they're gonna rub us out too.
What's wrong, guys?
Oh, God! Gordon, he asked the mob people to get rid of the dead body of Frank White. But that wasn't the end of it.
Maggie, what the hell happened?
Gordon shot Kevin with that cop's gun. I begged him to stop it. He was trying to split with the coke. God, he was stupid, but Gordon shot him. Oh my God, he killed my brother.
We gotta take this money and get the hell out of Chicago. Otherwise, we're gonna end up like Kevin.
And what do we do when we leave here? Play hide and seek with the cops for the rest of our lives?
No. We forget everything. We dump the past, make a new start.
I'm gonna make it. Come back to Chicago someday.
Gordon?
I left Chicago with Maggie, and we hit New York. We got some false birth certificates, and we were reborn, James and Melanie. Less than a year later, Angie was born. We lived in New York for a while, and finally we had to move back to Chicago because Maggie's mom got sick. And we had to take care of her, Oh, God, we were so scared. We were afraid somebody was going to link us to the murders, But Chicago just let us live our new lives. And I started believing that, we could put all of this behind us and maybe start over again. I don't know, I had a new family. A wife, a beautiful baby girl. It was everything I wanted. But then I felt something inside of me just die. When I found out that Angie wasn't my real daughter. Melanie never told me a thing about it. But it occurred to me that, Angie's real father must have been Gordon. After that, Mel and I, we couldn't work it out. We never got along anymore. And whenever I would see Angie, I remembered everything that happened. It was like I had this sin, just locked up inside of me. I couldn't forget. Oh, I tried not to let Angie notice, but she could see right through the lies. Angie, I'm sorry.
Why don't you just beat the shit out of me? Come on, hit me more. I know you hate me.
Oh, what are you saying? Don't you know I'm worried about you? Oh, my God, you've been acting crazy these past few days. Won't you please just listen to me?
No, you're a liar.
What are you talking about?
You hate me.
God, Angie, this is nonsense. How could you think that I hate you?
I can tell when I look in your eyes, okay? You hate me.
Angie. I couldn't say a word to her. And that day, the day Angie was killed, a woman appeared. Oh, how can I help you?
Hello, Mr. James Hart?
Yes,
And your other name is?
What?
Alan Black, right?
Wait a minute, who are you? Don't, wait. She knew my former life, everything that happened 17 years ago. And she went and saw Melanie, too, not only me.
Yes. Can I help you with something? Maggie? So now you're Maggie. Finally, I've got you. It's been a long way to come. I've been looking for you.
That night, Angie didn't come home. And when I heard that a woman named Catherine White might have killed her, it struck me that, that was the woman that came to see me. And I felt like Angie's death was like a punishment for what I'd done 17 years ago. Mr. Harold, the story that Angie was writing, it was like this mirror to her mind. It was about a girl who was killed by her father. She was suffering, knowing that her father had committed this crime in the past, and she tried to help him, but he killed her just to shut her up. There was no way Angie knew about the case, but I felt like she was reading my mind, I was shocked reading it because it was my fault. What happened to Angie was my fault.